Okay, so first of all, I'm going to look here and show you the things that I haven't, I haven't graded hardly any JavaJam stuff yet. I think maybe one or two. And just so everybody kind of gets an idea of, let me look at the assignments and show you the percentages and the way things are going to be at the end, because we're just to week 11, right? So we've got 7 more weeks, 6 more weeks, something like that. 6 more weeks, I think. So in this first part, that's already done. So that was 10%. The assignments are these focus on web design, and they total 20% of your total grade. So these were, some of them were discussions, and some of them were just where you had to look at a website, like this last one on tables, because that's what we talked about last time, was tables. What? You couldn't?
No, I couldn't either.
I even got on
The schools uses tables.
Could we use those? I was thinking for us to just find something in general.
Yeah.
No, and you should be able to find older sites that would have on one of their pages. I don't mean that like the whole page is a table.
Oh.
But if you, because if they're using them properly, it should have like just data in a table on some page. So if you find a page that has columnar data, then I guarantee you that's going to be a table.
I just didn't find anything that they're using as a table for its table TR or anything.
Yeah,
like
I was looking at
that's
the
what I was
codes.
open source. I looked for the
Yeah.
source and see if there was anything there that.
Oh, I would look
And
at
I
the
didn't find
site first. Look at the site and see if you can find some in a table. Then click over and view source on that page. That makes it a lot easier.
Like, I feel like one of the websites I had did choose one, but I just couldn't find it in the code, so I just.
See, that's why. Let's see.
I also couldn't see the seat. Like, you can see.
Did nobody found one?
Nope, I found one that should have been, but
Okay, so let me think of something that would have. Let me think of a place that would have. Hold on, quit that right there, bouncing around. Okay, so what's a date that would have a site that would have data on it? Let me see.
look at one of these tax sites.
What are you saying, Kyle?
Tax sites. Tax.
Did you find tables on Wikipedia?
Yeah, I did.
Okay, let me see. Wikipedia.com. Oops, I didn't spell it right. Okay, so right up here's a table, you think? Okay, let's see if I can find one. Here's a wiki void. No, that's not going to be it. So, like, if you mean you put something in the search here?
Yeah.
Oh, let's do something really funny.
Yeah, like that.
Okay, so then if you right click, any of this should be in tables right here. Script, that's script. Div IDs, div classes, divs. There's list, data definition list. Let's see. There's a table right there. Okay, so here's one in Wikipedia in their articles, which was maybe a good use. Where did it start? That's a TD. That's a TD. That's a TR.
My experience has a lot of tables and quite a few that are. So.
Yeah, so this is one that you could have used. T-body right here. Table class equals vertical nav box. So here's a table here. So you can you can look up that way. Okay, let me get rid of some of this stuff that's open. Leave. 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 I got so much stuff. Let's see. That wasn't what I meant to do, but I did close it. And okay, let me see. Is that the only vital source? Okay, so we'll have these. These are, you can see they're either worth 15 points or 20 points, some of them, but all together they'll be 20% of your grade. So if you haven't done those, you can do those, and those are not anything they have to code. Then the JavaJam project is going to be worth a total of 15%. So all the parts together, each part is 20 points, but all together there'll be a total of 15%. Then here is the web project, and this is the one, I'm going to go ahead and open these back up because I think Ethan was asking me to. You should be able to see if you haven't seen these yet, we need to, that was the due date. I'll put all of these these projects till the end because that's when everything's due. So even though it says March 4th, when's the last day? Is
Before finals week.
Yeah, finals week's here. And so this is Tuesday. So that'll be the last day, the 7th. So let me do that. And now you should be able to see it.
I'll be right back.
That's okay. So web project 1 here, Ethan, was the one where you had to tell me what you were going to do. And so you need to, even though you told me, you need to write it down. I think that's what it is. Oh, you also had to do a site map and a page layout, I think. Let me look here again. So the web projects is one of the main sources of your grade because it's like 30% or something like that. I'll look again. So what this one was is your web project topic approval, and then you answer these questions, and then you create a site map and a page layout design. And if you look at JavaJam, you had to do the same thing for JavaJam, or it was either created. Did you have to do it for JavaJam? It was already done, and so you can see what it is. So that was part 1. And let me go back to assignment so we can see. So you can see on the web project that it's going to be worth 35%. So it's worth the most of everything, your final, because it's going to show me if you can apply all these things that we're doing to an actual site. Then this one, let me edit it so I can make it where you can get to it if you haven't read it. Has anyone else not gone through these? You shouldn't be this far. Let's see, May 7th. Okay, so those are ready where you can get into them. And if there's any of the JavaJam. Now, okay, I want to talk a minute about the midterm test. So on the midterm, where'd it go? Am I not at home? There's home. Midterm was week 9. Nope, it was in week 8. I did it wrong. Nathan, you can't laugh because you don't have anything done. You have to give me some assignments before you get the privilege of laughing at mistakes I make. I'm getting on time, but you always laugh at my mistakes. See, I don't laugh at yours. Okay. Okay, so midterm, you were supposed to take what was in chapter 7, which had your images in it that you needed, and it also had a starter file that you did. But remember, we did part of it in class, and so those that weren't in class, had to pick up from the video what they needed. And then I gave you this document, Wildflowers Midterm Doc X. So most of you, there was a few that was different, did only exactly what was in those steps. And some people made the links work and some did not. And the links are kind of important. So let me show you. Here's the midterm test. Okay, so here was what I gave you, I believe, to start with.
What was it called? Was it called Meet Tech?
What?
Like, what was the name of what we turned in?
What you turned in was Wildflowers. I've still got it if you didn't have it. Okay, so I'm going to open it, and I told you to use Dreamweaver. Oh, I must have used 2018. That's not right. Let me see here.
Wait, is it supposed to have two CSS?
Yes, it does. That one, 7.6, has a wildflower print.css and another one. I think I was using, yeah, that's what I did. Okay. The second it'll open up here.
I used the wrong CSS.
Okay, so if this one were, if you had, when you got finished, let me do this over to the live side. Okay, when you got finished, this is what it should have looked like, where you see that you have these links here, and some of you, about half, made the links work, and about half did not. So in the links, show you something, if I can get back to the split side. Okay, the way the links were originally, the reason they weren't working is it didn't have this in there. It just had the link itself, I believe is what it was. Boy, they're so loud over there always in this class. So I think most everything else, because we hadn't gotten to the resize, the media queries. So is that the actual document? Let me see. Yeah. So all you basically had to do after we did it was you put this in, you changed it from a 2-column to a 3-column, right? That's what I had you do. And so the CSS needed to be in an external style sheet, right? There was a couple of people that their floating was wrong.
I feel like mine.
Okay, let's look at, let's see. What did I grade yours?
Yes.
Okay, so let me see. I think I graded everyone's but Ethan's because I didn't have his CSS, so I have to go back and grade his.
Like, I don't even think I put float on. Oh wait, I see that.
Were you here the night we did it, or did you have to watch the video? You were here? Okay, let's see. Hannah Weiss, you had to watch the video, right? And I think yours didn't have the links. I can't remember if the links were already in there. And so it was the people who had to do it from scratch, watching the video. What one did I have you all open in the beginning? Let's see, where did that go? Assignments.
Where were the links supposed to take?
That I don't know that the websites there. I didn't click to see if they were really.
Are you talking about like from the navigation?
No, on the right-hand column. There was supposed to be links in there. So
Like with the state, for instance.
yes, Ridges was one of them. Okay, where did the midterm go? There it is. You might have. Let me see. Did you?
Well, I have like the website on there, but it doesn't show. Like I have it in my source code, but it's not popping up on the website.
Uh-oh.
Maybe I
That's
didn't
not
do it
taking me
right.
to the grades. Let me go here. Oh, I did the wrong thing. Learning to get around in here. It's terrible. Now,
What I did was I put it in there. I put the link in there, but I didn't add any text, so it didn't pop up.
that's what most everybody did. And so that's why I wanted to go over that, was to make sure that y'all understand the links.
There's a bunch of these pictures there last time. I was here.
There's speed grader, that's
Yeah, I just-
Another block down how trail-
okay. So if I took off anything for, that would be what it was for, was for those links not working. But if, and some of you, your columns weren't lined up right. I can't remember if it was anybody in the class or if it was somebody online.
I feel like my columns look weird.
Okay, let's look at yours. I already, yeah, I have yours downloaded here in
I want to
student.
know what I misspelled.
Did I put that you misspelled something?
Yeah, he said it looks great.
But, and I didn't cut off any points, right?
No, I just wanted what I misspelled.
I,
It's probably my own name.
no. Let's see here. I'll try to see if I can see that for you. Okay, so this one's midterm, student assignment, midterm. Okay, yours was HP. There it is. So where's the unzipped folder? I know I already have it unzipped.
I'll call him. Yeah, do I?
That's right. Why does yours say HW? Yours is, that's Hannah White.
Mine's right above it.
And I thought that's the zip file that I just clicked on, but I guess not. Oh, I've unzipped yours several times. Okay, so here it is. Oh yeah, yours is messed up.
I think it's backwards.
Yeah, your column, this is your menu column. It should be over here. And like Michael's not here tonight, Mike now, but he fixed his where the bulleted points didn't show, which is what you want, and you don't want the underlines on there either.
Okay.
So your column, let's look at, let me go to,
To get the
okay, so on this one, to go to the CSS, to get the column over there, if you just even open that one, I thought we had that, it must have been a PDF. Is that what it was? No. Okay, let me find the actual midterm document. Thought I already opened that somewhere. There it is. Okay, so what you need to check on yours is, do you have nav float left in your CSS?
oh, it says float right.
That's why.
And
And then the
side-
width should be 150 pixels, and then the aside should be float right with 200 pixels.
Oh, okay, I did those.
Okay. All right, so what was the other one? Shannon, you want me to, do you, where was your,
I feel like I've done this a lot since we've done this, but to get those dots to go away.
oh, the bulleted points. Okay, does anybody know? Did you hear what she asked?
It's
Okay.
UL, right?
How do you get the bulleted points to go away on your list?
This style for decoration.
Style.
That text decoration is the underline, but style none. Yeah, list style none. So did anybody do that?
Yeah.
Okay, so where was you? Yeah, here's one that, no, that's mine. Okay, so Shannon, you did it on yours. So let's look at yours. Where's it at?
What size was that image supposed to be?
The image, which image?
The lady slip.
Lady slipper.
Get my engine to show up.
Just a second and I'll show you. Let me look at his.
I have it as 100 and 100 and just a small.
Which image was it? The little flower?
Yeah.
Okay, just a second. Let me see here. Okay, so Shannon, let me find your zipped file. Midterm.
Copy what the final is.
That's how he always does. I don't know. I don't know what to do with him. That's why he's in trouble with JavaJam, because I haven't given him the final look yet. And he told me the other day, you haven't given us that. And
Let me do it now. That way the next 7 weeks I can still do it.
She's gonna tell you redo all this, not what I expected to get.
where is yours? Did you not name it Wildflowers ST? Isn't that what yours should be?
My initial is SDT.
Why do I not find it? Okay. Oh, you called it Taylor.
Taylor, yeah.
Okay. Why? I should have counted off points for that. You couldn't follow the naming conventions.
No, I got my name spelled right.
Yeah, but you don't know your initials? Wildflowers 3. I guess I'm gonna have to download it again because I don't see it. I don't see the Taylor thing. Oh, come
I keep going by what Terry Byers instructed on.
on. And he counted off if you didn't do it right.
I didn't put it like that right there.
Yeah, I know. See, that's what I'm saying. I'm easier because I told you to do it differently and you didn't do it, and I didn't take points off.
Maybe all you professors need to get together.
Yeah, that's a joke.
That's never gonna happen.
No, never. Okay, it says it's here. Why did I not see it in there? Okay. Show and Finder. Here it is. Oh, it was so long of a name I couldn't find it. Okay,
That's why I
so
put the initial that you can see it. It's so long.
no, it's longer. Okay, so here is Shannon's.
That was the picture is supposed to be.
And he put his picture here. The only thing I can say is you probably need a border there to make that centered or something. But you notice how his bullet points, okay, here's mine. Let's see if he looked at, see, look. That's how it should look. If you looked at the final, that's what, look at that. Okay, so here's what his looks like. Let's see if we can find out what he's doing to make his bullets not show. So these right here are the bullet points, which should be in the CSS, right? So here he has, is that the nav? It should say in here, but it doesn't. Where did you do that? In the list? Nav, float left with 150 pixels. Nav, anchor, text decoration, none. Here it is. Nav, UL, list type, style type, none. So that's how he did that. So now this image, where is it defined at? Inside.
In the CSS, it's just in the source.
Oh, there's no.
No.
Let me see.
Floated all the way left.
Yeah, floated all the way left. Let's see.
The padding.
No, look at that. No padding or anything. What's the matter with you? Okay, so here it is. Image source equals width. It says width is 101 by 99. What was yours? What was everybody else's? Well, that should have been fine too. It should have picked it. It should have actually. Okay, so if I go here, oops. This is doing me crazy. Come on, take that off to here. Yeah, that's what I feel. Okay, so if we do equals and then we browse for it. Oh, that's going way the wrong space. That should be in
But if it needs to be centered and have padding, don't we need to, or a border, don't we need to make a
CSS, yes. It's better to do CSS. That's what I was looking to see who did it.
Can you just name it?
Okay, like, oh, that took his image away. Huh, yeah, just a second. Okay, so like this one that's centered here. So if I look at the CSS for image, let's see, what did it do? Aside, yours didn't have an aside H3 either. And news, H1, footer, main, aside, nav. I don't see an image for it either. Nav image right there. Nav image margin 30 pixel. That's all you would have to do. Because see, it's the image. You don't want to do it for all images. So you just want to do it for the image that's inside the nav, right?
What I misspelled, Professor.
Oh, where is yours? Let's see.
And
I don't
been bugging
know.
me. It's been bugging me.
Oh yeah, he probably, let me go live here. I probably just put that there so it'd bug you. I don't know. The ridges. Oh, see right here? Ridges. REDGES.
It's supposed to be Reggie's.
No.
No, it is. It is. That's why I looked it up.
No, look right here. Ridges. National Sanctuary.
Oh, that's supposed to be Reggie's.
No.
No, it was supposed to be Reggie's.
No.
He just wants to think it.
Yeah, he's been hard-headed.
I looked it up on the internet. I looked it up on Google.
Well,
It really is.
but if you what you wanted to do, it was probably a different one than this one. See, this one is what you want to match this.
How do we
There
change the
there was no
color?
link.
Yeah,
looked for
yeah,
a link.
there was there's a link. The link was there, but these words were not there in the original file because several people had it without I think the other Hannah Weiss back there, I think yours didn't have the links
How do you
working.
change the color of the link to the? 'Cause mine are blue.
Just a minute, let me go back. Midterm test.
There's something in the time. Obviously, I didn't.
Okay, let me see Hannah's. Somebody else didn't have, I think yours, oh, I already have yours downloaded anyway. Let me look at it. HW right there. Oh, where did your CSS? This is Hannah's. Yeah, the other Hannah's.
You need to put it in here.
Did yours not link, Hannah?
Auto, good.
Oh, what was the correction? Do you remember?
How you get it.
It was up here in the link, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Link relative. Was there something in the name of the CSS? It looks like not. No. Okay. So anyway, what I was trying to find out though is her links didn't work because right here in the right column, see it, the way the file originally was, it didn't have, see it had the link in here, but it didn't have the words in between here. And that's why you couldn't see the link in the column. So that's what was going on with that. Okay, now the one that I know everybody had trouble with, so we're going to do this together, is the JavaJam that had the mobile sizes, because I worked with Shannon the other day on his and we got it fixed. But So if you haven't done this assignment, you'll want to do it with us here. This was the JavaJam with the, I think it was the 5, not 6, not this one with tables, but the one before it. So let me go back to where we're at here in assignments. And so it is this one was 5. Okay, so JavaJam web project. And this assignment, this part of it, I'm going to have you add to this. And so you'll probably put it under, I'll probably put it under this part up here where I'll have you upload it. Under assignments. So who's finished part 5? Okay, Bree, let's look at yours. Okay, so we're going to go over here. And I don't think I downloaded those yet. So if you want to, haven't worked part 5 and you want to work it with us, then you need to download the files that it told you. Use the 4 ones is what you start with. Why can't I find it? There it is. And JavaJam assignment. So you would take the part 4 that was finished. Only mine's not going to be finished, so I better start with part 5. Okay, so here is the assignment for part 5. And it tells you in this case study, what you're supposed to do is you're going to create this view right here. So most of you were able to get that, but I don't think you understood what you were doing. So when you were in the desktop or the tablet, this was what Shannon was having trouble with, because it probably just looked at the picture, is that in the desktop is the navigation was across the top. And when you went over to mobile first, it should have gone like this, should have gone vertical. So his wasn't doing that. Kyle? Yes. Yes. That's what we're going to look at. So, okay, I'm going to open Brianna's. Let me see if I can find it. That was 5. Speed grader. And so, Brianna's. I did grade some of them. Did I grade yours, Brianna? Let me see. Where did yours go? There it is. Nope, I didn't get to yours yet. Okay, so here's her JavaJam 6. And so I'm going to create a new folder here. Come on. That's not where I wanted it to go. Got to get them in the right place so I can find them again. This is JavaJam 5, JJ5. Oh, I think I did start downloading some, so let me look. Hey. There it is, JavaJam 5. Okay. Now, we're going to make another size in between that size and the size that you did. So this one, where's your index? Oh, here it is. You called it JavaJam. Does your links work since you renamed it, Brianna? You shouldn't have renamed those to JavaJam because your links probably won't work. Okay, Kyle, the way you look at it in mobile and the other is if it's live here. Okay, so this one's not correct because the menu links are over here on the left, and that's how Shannon's was too, and we had to fix it to where they were across the top. Yeah, and so Here it's set at 1345 by 647. Down here is where you can do, there's a couple of different ways you can do it. You can go here and pick the iPad, the iPhone, different sizes. You can also drag the slider. So this part is correct on Brianna's, right? But if we go out to the big one, her, like we go to here, oh no, yours works when you go to there. You have more than one size, fine. Let's look at the, okay, so on hers, she has 1024 and 768. And at 768, it goes to the vertical menu. Okay, so let's look at the CSS here. Now, what I want to talk about a minute, and you guys, if you think you got this all down, then you don't have to listen, but I'm telling you, this is the part that is real important for you to be able to do it on your project. So if you go down to where the mobile, you should have these underneath the hero mugs in your CSS on JavaJam 5, you have ID. Remember the pound sign or hashtag means ID. So you're going to set up an ID that is only for mobile. And here it says display none. And then you're going to have an ID that's just for desktop that says display inline. But these app media are the different screen sizes that your CSS is going to apply depending upon whether it's a mobile device or a desktop. So this top one, you'll see the app media says only screen and maximum width 1024. What are you guys doing? Oh, okay. So now we're going to code this and you guys got to know how to do it. Okay. So we're going to code another app media because here in Brianna, she has a 1024. And then you go all the way down and here's the other app media at 768. So she's got two different CSS coded. And that is going to, oh, and she put another one of these. You don't need these down here because you already have them up top. So now we're going to code another app media. Now, if you were doing it in Dreamweaver, I think that's what Ethan was talking about before class, how you could just pick a template that had the different sizes, right? Okay, so, but on JavaJam, we don't have that luxury. Right? We're going to have to figure it out, what media size. So if we look at, where's this one? So what this one is going to do, like if it's a, let's say if it's an iPhone 7, it's going to go ahead and use that mobile one. But let's say, who knows how to do a hamburger menu? That's what Nathan wanted to know how to do. Anybody know how to do a hamburger menu? Anybody know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
The three little lines, right? I wonder how you do that. I'm going to have to look it up.
Number 3 combo meal.
Number yeah. Oh, are you buying tonight? Number 3 combo meal, huh? Go. Look at it. Okay, so let's see here. You actually, there should be a behavior for it already set up in Dreamweaver, but I haven't used that. So you can set up a query and a media query for that space right there. I think you do it right here. And you say maximum width, minimum width. So we want to say minimum width 375 too. We're not going to do it for any less. Create a new CSS file. We don't really want to create a new file. Let's see what that gives us. Define in page. No, I guess we'll do it this way. So this one, it should let us find it. Browse and Okay, whose is this? This is Brianna's. So let me go over here to hers. Student assignments. Let's see if I can find.
What's this CSS designer?
CSS Designer is where you actually can see the CSS and you can create properties and stuff. Oh, that's her 6. Here's your, is that your 6? Okay, where is your other one? I thought I just downloaded yours. Brianna, was it called 6? Okay, so I want to use this CSS, JavaJam CSS save. Okay, so I want to import it. Okay, let's see. So it should have created another. Actually, we want it to look, okay, let's see if we can find hamburger menu. Okay, I'm going to Google it. Y'all see if you can find it faster.
What are we looking for?
The hamburger menu for a mobile device. How to create it. It's the little lines on a mobile device. Create a hamburger. But I'm going to see if I can find it for
Oh,
Dreamweaver.
like those 3 little lines.
Yes, because that's the proper way to do it on a mobile device. Video results. Creating a navigation hamburger menu in Dreamweaver CC 2017. Okay, I know we've got a newer
Hi
one.
there, my name is Dan, and this is a free extract from my longer Dreamweaver course that's available on bringyourownlaptop.com. Don't worry, there's lots of free stuff here. Check out the description for the exercise file so you can play along with this tutorial. Also in the description, there'll be a link to the playlist that will show you all the stuff that is free as part of this course. All right, let's get on to the tutorial.
So this is going to show us how to do it in Dreamweaver.
All right, in this video, we're going to create an ugly looking desktop menu, which we'll style in the next video. But when it gets down to tablet and mobile,
Look,
yeah,
see, it
turns
turned
into a
to
nav
Dreamweaver.
sandwich. So let's go
I
and do
mean-
that now in Dreamweaver. Okay, so first thing we're going to do is we're going to, in this video, put in like the core components and turn them on and off for the different views. After that, in the next video, we'll look at doing the JavaScript that makes the kind of click action happens when you click it, the menu drops down. And in the last video, or at least the third of this.
Boy, that takes a while, doesn't it?
we'll
He
be
said
styling
3 videos.
So the first thing we need to do is add our navigation. And it's this navigation tag here. I want it to be just after this image. So I'm going to click on this image. And remember there's an image, but that image is
Oh, we already have our nav in there.
okay, that is
And they want this
link
only
that
under
we
the
put around.
media.
So click it up here.
We want this.
And we're going to click down here and say,
We want this in JavaJam. You're in JavaJam, right? Okay, we want this in the part 5 is where you did it. And so first he's having you put your nav in. That's all he's doing here, which we already have that part, right? So we already have our nav in. Let's see how far he goes. Let me see where he puts. Oh, I can't hardly see that. Let's see. Div, there's his nav. Okay. Content for new div tag. Okay, that's in there. Let's see how far down here. Is that all he's doing right now? Image source. Oh, he's got an image. burger-menu.svg that he created, I guess. Is that on there? Let me see. I thought there was a shorter way to do it.
so what
Okay,
I want to do
let me
is
pause
I wanna
this
change
a
this
second.
text.
I thought there was a shorter one already built in, but maybe not. Let's see what this one says. Oh, it's
Hi
that
there.
same
My
guy,
name is
isn't it?
Dan, and together
Oh, he's a bring your own laptop. Full course, free exercise, free cheat sheets. So he's got it written out too where we can use it. There's another way to do it with JavaScript. Let's look at that. Let me see without Dreamweaver. Creating hamburger menu for mobile. Let's see what they give us. How to create a mobile navigation menu, W3 schools. I wonder how long it is. Let me see how long. That one's in Dreamweaver. To build a simple responsive okay, so what was that one that you use all the time, Shannon? Here's Web Designer Depot, 5 smart alternatives to the hamburger menu. Tips and scripts. Creating a hamburger with HTML, CSS. Yeah, let's look at it. That's this first one up here. Yeah, let's see. How to mobile navigation menu. Okay, so vertical recommended. This example demonstrates how a navigation menu on a mobile smartphone could look like. Click on the hamburger menu, 3 bars in the top right corner to toggle. Yeah, that's what we want, right? Okay, so try it yourself. So it says, oh, that's just having you look at the, okay, I wonder if we just copy there. But we'll have to change some stuff in our HTML too. Simulate a smartphone to tablet. Okay, so back right underneath there it said, create a mobile navigation menu. Add your HTML. For example, load an icon library to show hamburger menu bars on small screens. Okay, it does use a JavaScript right here, which will give us an introduction, which is what I wanted to do next anyway, is some JavaScript. Okay. Oh, that's all you have to do is this right here. So you're going to have to change. Let's see who can make it work first. Okay, if you go to the W3 schools one, take your JavaJam and you want to add this into, so you, like your links, you know, you already have your links set up, but they have div ID equals my link, so they're going to use that as a something that they're going to use in the CSS. They're going to create a ID that is called my links. But you, yeah, see if you could make a copy of your JavaJam 5 that's finished, because you already, if you finished it, because you don't want to mess it up. And so make another folder and just call it JavaJam 5A, okay?
Wait.
Or 5 mobile, whatever.
This was part of it?
No,
Oh, okay.
we're going to add this to it because we only put 2 sizes in there, and we're going to make it, when it goes to the mobile device, be a hamburger menu.
So we need to make a copy.
Yeah, so take your, okay, so let's everybody take their, I'm going to take mine.
So mine's JavaJam 6 now. I just have one.
That's fine. Okay, so make a copy of your latest one if you want to, whichever one's the latest one that you did. Let's see, I'll take, Shannon, you almost did your name right that time. No. No. Okay, I'm gonna just copy yours. Hope we got yours right.
Do you duplicate it?
Yeah, you can just copy it. Yeah, duplicate what?
Like the CSS.
Yeah, actually, you just copy that folder and rename it. So, like, I'm taking like JavaJam _5 Shannon's. His says Taylor. Okay, so I'm going to go over here and I'm going to paste that whole folder.
Oh, I see.
And then I'm going to change the name of it. I'm going to say where it says 5, I'm going to put, come on, let me rename it. I'm going to say mobile right here. Okay, so now I didn't need to change any of these because this would make my links not work, right? Okay, so now I'm going to open up the index. I'm going to still use Dreamweaver as my editor, even though I'm doing W3 schools, right? I can still use this one. Okay, let me go over here. I thought we got yours fixed where it didn't have the menu over there.
I gotta fix the mine.
Oh,
Wait, is my supposed to have a name?
no, it's supposed to be across the top. Well, when it's big, it's supposed to be across the top. Let me see. Maybe it is across the top. No. Okay.
Put it in 1024 and
Okay, so I'm going to have to use a different, I want to use a different one.
Oh, right.
Whose does it right? And I know yours does now, Shannon, but I don't have your good copy. So where's one that,
Wait, I don't remember it having to go across the top unless it's the mobile.
Yeah, like the mobile is supposed to have it on the side, the cube is supposed to have it on the side, and in between is supposed to have it on. That's how I.
actually the big one is supposed to have it. Okay, let me go to the finished one.
Yeah,
Okay.
they have it to- like huge. So for like an iPad, then it's
Yeah.
and
yeah,
then
you
mobile.
didn't have an iPad down there at the bottom right.
Yeah.
Right,
You change
right here.
Not mobile settings.
1024. Okay. Very top, up top. iPad.
Yeah, the
Up
iPad
top.
one.
No,
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 you
no.
you had it. You had the right menu. It's the very top.
Oh,
Yeah, I know it's a little bit shorter. It should be-
I
You
think
have-
it's
you have
because I
10.
have your old one. I have your old one, I think. Okay, so I'm going to go just a second. Yeah, let me go here just a second. I'll get the right one.
But yeah, so if it's like the computer size iPad Pro, our menu's on the
Okay, so your menu, that was, what chapter was that? Where did we do those? Let me see. That was, when was that? That was 8, maybe. No, 8 was tables. Maybe it is this one. Does this one have the queries? Maybe, I hope. So let me see if this one's it. So you're saying it's the iPad Pro. It should, yeah. Okay, I got the right one now. All right, so, oh, but I'm going to go in here and rename this just a second so I don't mess it up. Or I'm going to copy it. Copy this one. And okay, so now I can do it. And not mess it up. Where'd it go? There it is. Okay, so this one is here, and I'm going to open in Dreamweaver. I need to close all these other ones so that I don't get mixed up. My eyes are so bad. Don't save. Don't save. Don't save. Hey, y'all should be halfway done now, right? Well, I just found mine. And then let me make sure this is the right one still yet. Yeah, okay. So if we're on the, this one, what if you what?
If you go to the iPad Pro, is that menu on the side?
No. Okay, the iPad Pro, it should be across the
No,
top.
the iPad Pro. That's the iPad.
No, this said iPad. Oh, iPad Pro. Yeah, I think it is on the side.
Okay, just making sure.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to the full size. Okay, there we go. All right, so I'm going to go here to my split and so the first thing it tells me to do is to use Is that the style sheet that it's using? Awesome, man. Is that the name of it? So we have to add all this. Here's the JavaScript. Yeah, there's a bunch in W3 schools that helps. Okay, so, or you can go back and use that tutorial that he gave us also on Dreamweaver if you want. You can use whichever is easier. So you're going to take the JavaJam 5 or 6, whichever one you want to use, because you've already done tables. If you've already done tables, it was in 6. So this one's going to say JavaJam Mobile in your initials, okay? And I'll put it in the assignment thing. And no, yeah, mobile or hamburger, which would be probably make more sense to say hamburger because you already did a mobile, right?
But we have to use JavaScript.
Yes, but it's right here. See, it's already coded for you right
So
here.
we're gonna have to those little, I forget what they're called. The little in the CSS, the different, like the nav, the body. What are those individual things called? Style. Just styles.
This right here you're talking about? What are you talking?
Yes. So like
That, well, you don't have to name it what it has it named here. It's just that you'll have to match them up. Like in your JavaJam, it's just called nav, right?
Yeah, and we have to do like a few new ones.
You just have to do this right here. You want to make the navigation under your menu, under your app media, the small one. So like in our JavaJam, where is it at? Back here. In our current JavaJam, the one that goes small, so is the only one that you want that to happen on, right? So the one that is, if you don't have an app media, so you would want to make a new one probably. An app media, that's 1024. This one's 768. So the 768, is it the one that does? Yeah, it's the one that does that. So what you'd want to do is take this and copy it again. Come on, I don't want it as that one. And then you would make this one, whatever that size is for the real small one. For like iPhone, you could make the smallest. You could say that you want it to start at a minimum of 375 and a maximum would go up to all the iPhones, so that'd be a 736. So where's that minimum and max? So right here it says max with 768. Well, we want to make max with, I think it said 414 or something. Was that the 7 plus?
And that's the new one you just copied.
736. Yeah, the new one I just copied is going to say 736 will be the, oops, it didn't take that. 736 will be the maximum. And they didn't give a min, so we want a min width, only screen, and maximum width. Well, actually, you can leave it at 736 because anything less than that, it'll go to this. It should go to this. Okay, so maximum width, that 736. So now, if we actually put it on that one, it should do that same one. So if we go here and we say 736, see, it still uses that. And even if I used the 375, it's going to go there. Okay, so now that's the one, this CSS right here is the one that I want to fix to be a hamburger menu, right? So I'm going to go over here to W3 Schools. And I'm going to look at first, this is the top navigation menu here. Well, that's the HTML. Let's go down to the CSS if we want to do it first. So our class, style the navigation menu, and it says top nav, which I'm going to look at the HTML to make sure I have this right. So it's got the whole menu around a div called top nav. So I'm going to make a new class, and I can still call it top. I can do it just like this because I'm going to make a new one. And top nav my links. So this is going to hide the links the way they currently are. Okay, and this is going to start coding them the correct way. So what I would want to do, let's see, style. Let me just go ahead and copy this and then see what names that I need to change. So I'm going to copy all this. Oops. Keep going back and forth, huh? I'm going to copy all of the CSS here and put it in that new media one that I just defined. Just the CSS portion. Okay, and so I'm just copying them. Well, we can leave them on there. It doesn't matter. Okay, so now.
Was that at the bottom?
Yeah, we can put it header H1. Okay, right here. I would put it right in here between where the regular nav is. You don't have to, but I'm going to put it right in there because it makes most sense. Style the navigation menu, right? Because that's what we're going to do. Okay, so we're going to have to add this class inside our HTML because it's not in our HTML, right? And ours right now is called just nav, and I can see it down here, right? So I want to leave that in there, but then I want to have some that hide that. So that, where's that one that says hide? Okay, so now if I go back over here, let me see something. Okay, so now is all of theirs called? Theirs is an ID. They have it set up as an ID instead of called nav. Div ID equals my links, and then in the CSS, it does hide my links. Then that JavaScript is what actually makes it go back and forth. So I've got to put that in that one div. Okay, let's see what we can do with this. I'm going to take, which it's about time to go, isn't it? 5 minutes we have left. Oh, this is an icon library. That's what that is. So we have to also load that so that that hamburger icon will come on there. That's what that is. Okay. I'm going to put all of this too.
That's the HTML?
Yes. I'm going to copy that. I'm going to have to move everything around, but I'm just getting it all over there. So I go to the source code, and that's going to go where, let's see, I have to put that link up in the top. So I'm going to have to move, wait a minute, let me go back over there, because just the link goes in the meta tag. See that? This up here has to go in the meta tag. So I'm going to put this, just that up here. Oops, where'd my dream move go? Up here before the head section ends. So I'm going to put it there. And then I'll go back over and get this other part. Now, at first, I may end up having 2 navigations because I'm not going to delete out that other one yet until I can see how this one works.
Just put in the style sheet information.
Yes. Yes. And now I'm going to put that HTML I'm going to put it right here, right above the regular nav.
And that's the rest of it.
Yes. Huh. So look, it did put it in there. See my logo, my hamburger? And I haven't taken these out yet. It's got something called logo. I don't know what. It didn't put that? So we're going to have to figure out how to get this out of there. I don't know where that logo's coming up from, but we'll get that figured
You want
out.
the home menu, music, and jobs? You want them to disappear?
Yes.
I put a div, just like they had it before.
This right here, you put it here?
Yeah, I put a div after the, well, I separated the index HTML,
Uh-huh.
then I put a div after, or before the menu and closed it after the job. Now I just.
What do you mean you made another? Oh, you're talking about in the HTML or in the CSS?
HTML.
Okay, so you put this div up here. Well, I can get,
They
see,
called it class top nav, then I divided it, or div as my links like they had it.
right here, you put this part, you took it out or put it here, right?
Yeah.
So,
Or it doesn't mean it's right, it's just how I got it.
so you took, because you don't want these, you don't want their menu things. So you want to take that out. Did you take this out too? The home classic was active. Okay, well, I'm going to get it to work with those in there first, because now, right now, it's not going to work because I don't have the JavaScript in there. But at least I can see it, right?
Look, let me show you. I copied a piece of mine. I don't know if you can see it from there, but see that it's like all weird and blue.
Yeah, yours didn't put it on right. Okay, do you have the same CSS over there? Okay. Okay, so it's almost time to go, but this JavaScript now will go in here too. Let's see if I can find out where the JavaScript. Add CSS. And we have to, did we put that JavaScript at the bottom? We just didn't put it in there yet, right?
Yeah, we didn't put the JavaScript.
Okay, so then the JavaScript is going to be between script tags. Toggle between showing and hiding the navigate links when the user clicks on the hamburger menu. Okay, so where did they put it? Okay, they put their style, of course, inline so they could make it work. There's where that is, but where, yeah, the script they put right at the bottom of their HTML. Oh, okay. But it does have to go on a script tag, so you can actually just copy it from here. And then you go over here, and you're going to put it right. You're gonna put it at the end of what you put in, wherever that is. Link, blah blah blah. Right here. Oh, where is that link? Did they put that one in there? Let's see, hold on. Oh, that's up there. Oh, okay, I see. Yeah, it goes down at the bottom.
Under the div.
Okay, it's going to go under the div, yeah, before, no, right after this. Yeah, before the nav, you're right. So it's going to go right there, but you have to be sure you have a script tag in there. Script, and then a cancel script down here. So now if we say refresh, works. So now we just have to take out the logo and this. Okay, so the assignment that I'm going to put in there, and I'll also give you your next web project one. So I'll put this link to W3 Schools if some of you didn't get it. So we got all of it done, except, and Shannon even got rid of these, but you have to figure out how to get rid of the logo and these, but our hamburger menu works.
So we can just plug in, we can just delete that once I'm plugged in.
Mm-hmm.
But what about the div ID my links? Do we need to make something for that?
It should, you should
Oh,
leave
okay,
it where
okay.
it's at. You leave it where it's at, and then, okay. Any questions? Who's got it all working? Shannon's close, right? So does anybody have any questions about what the assignment is? I'll type it in there, but this should have helped for us to get it going. Nathan, see, we did what you wanted, right?
Yes.
All right. So now you'll be able to do this on your website, and then actually you'll be able, we're going to try to, I'm trying to get a subdomain of a WordPress site that we can load ours into, because we can't FTP right now and actually see it live. Well, we can see it live, but we want to be able to, there's supposed to be a way where you can scan a QR code and then actually view yours on an actual mobile device. So we're going to figure out how to do that too. Okay, anybody totally lost?
Oh wait, I do.
Okay.
Since this is for our mobile, it's only in the mobile. Don't we need to keep?
Yeah, you need to keep all the other because the different size, that's why we put it at the bottom. And so the way those media queries work is when you have a maximum width, then it's going to say, okay, everything that is that size or smaller or maximum, it means it can't be any larger than that. So when it's at 1024, it's going to take the media screen size for that. But you can set up a max and min so that you have a media that is just for, like, say, an iPhone 6.
Because now when I go to look at like the big screen, it
Is it
takes
messed
away
up?
that stuff, but it has this stuff up here. You know what I'm saying? So then I go back to the,
So you'll have to go back and look at what's in there.
and then it still has.
It's probably this thing. So, yeah, you don't, the only thing is if you take that, you've got to be sure that when you take those out at the bottom that you're not messing with your other app media. So probably what you have to do with your other app medias is make a max and a min. Because it's gonna, otherwise it's gonna take that one and you'll have to specialize it.
So at the top where it says max width, we just add a min.
Yes.
And do we put it in the same parentheses?
No, it would be a separate parentheses. And if you go back and look at how that guy's tutorials on Dreamweaver, he'd probably show you an even easier way to do it. Because you can, the way in the Dreamweaver book tutorial, it actually shows you how to just drag and drop and it creates your media queries for you.
If I already have a max width, it shouldn't even be affecting the bigger screens, right?
Right? That one should be just for,
Like it shouldn't show up on that like iPad Pro.
right. You have to,
Is there like
so I'm going to go through to I'll go through and look at the Dreamweaver lesson and I'll show you how to do it that way next time. With the, or you can look it up. You can look it up on that tutorial for Dreamweaver and it'll create the, like Ethan says, there's a template. Okay, let's look in Dreamweaver and see. Okay, if we go over here and we were creating a new, totally new file here. Which one is it, Ethan? Like the CSS template or a starter template? Okay, so if you look at the starter template, oh yeah, it's the, is it the responsive or the bootstrap?
Yeah, that's the one that I put. The one that was already done.
Oh, Bootstrap. That's Bootstrap. Basic layout.
That one has the mobile query.
It does.
Yeah.
Multi-column mobile create. So if we do create here. Oh yeah, see.
Pretty good, 'cause I was using the wrong.
Okay, see this one that he said? See how the queries are? This one has a max and a min width. This one does too, and this one has just a max. So if you look at,
add a minimum to the big piece, so it doesn't take.
if you look at one of those templates in there, it'll show you how to do it for the JavaJam one.
What was that link reference to the style sheet? You put that in there?
Which one, the W3
the,
schools one?
The cloudflare.com?
Yes, I did put that in there. That was the
Yeah.
icon. I put it in the links up the, like where it says link, href. It has to be in the it has to be in the head section of your HTML.
Okay.
Okay, so this one that he said, it's a multi-column template.css. And so if you look at the CSS there, let's see if it has the, it should have the at medias defined down here. Just a second, let me find them. Why not? There they are. It just has a max width for the 320 pixel. And then it has, let's see what other ones. Then see, this one has the min and the max. It's the one that's colored blue at the top. They're different colors in Dreamweaver. So this one says minimum width 321 and maximum width 768. And so here's how you do it. Now, I don't think it had a...
I have that, but what about like...
So then, let's see what the last one was, the big one. But it didn't have a hamburger one, though, is the only thing I don't think it does. So this one, minimum width is 1001. So it's saying anything above. So it didn't put a maximum. It said minimum of 1001 in any big screen, however big it is. Use this style. Okay. So that kind of gives you an idea, and then you need to go back with your JavaJam and see which ones you want to set up. You need to have at least 3 at media screens on your JavaJam. So there was already 2, right, that we did before. So you need to add one and put the hamburger menu on it. That's what we were doing.
Can it be any of the JavaJam?
Yeah. I just, the one that you it needs to be one either that you created the media queries or the one after it, because you need those 2 media queries already in there.
I think I'm doing part 5. You said 5, I was going to do 6. But
Yeah, part 5's fine. You can do it in part 5 because that already has the 2. And see, you may want to create a small one. Actually, what makes more sense if you have multiple is that you have one that is a minimum width, like this one is for the largest, anything 1001 and bigger. So it doesn't have a min and a max. So it's the middle one that has a min and a max.
So I'm going to make sure I put it in the correct area.
Right. So like this one, you can tell because of they're color coded. Purple means that it's a min width. This one means it has a min and a max. This, the green, means that it has a minimum width only. I'm sorry, a maximum width only. So anything that's 320 and less is going to be at media 320 min. But anything between, so this style has a min and a max. So it only goes to 1000, and at 1001, it's going to change the style again. So that's called responsive design because it's going to respond to your device. And people didn't used to, they had to code whole new websites. Well, now you don't have to do that. You just have to code sections of the style sheet.
Okay, but I'm sorry, but I'm so confused because I have it only at the bottom one that we just did. the hamburger thing, and I have the maximum width on there, but it's still applying to the ones that are bigger.
Well, there's probably, because you need to set one with a max and min, and then this one is a minimum. And so if it's set in JavaJam, mine's, let's see. I didn't go and try to fix it. You got to figure out what's doing. But by giving you that example that Ethan had told about in that template, that gives you something to look at, how to get clear in your head how the max and mins work, and how to set up separate styles for the different sizes, because it's called responsive.
Right, but I feel like I did.
Well, you got to go back and listen. It's really hard to find things sometimes. Shannon and I spent a couple hours trying to find one little thing the other day. So it takes, and let me, mine may not be working right either, because I didn't get to testing it or anything. Mine's probably doing what yours is, because I didn't change the max and mins either.
Well, I did change the max. I just don't understand. So if it's got a maximum of 336 pixels, then why would it apply to anything larger than that if I put it in there? That's what it's saying, right? Like,
No,
this
let's
is the
see.
max amount of pixels that you apply this hamburger thing to. Is
Oh,
that what it's supposed to be?
okay, let me see.
I'm trying to think of that.
So the CSS is here. Okay, so this one says,
We'll do the term and the CSS as a separate file.
Okay.
Just in case it doesn't work.
definitely. Okay, all right, thanks. Okay, so we have a maximum. So the reason is this one that says maximum width 736 needs to also have a minimum of just before that. What did we set our minimum, our small one to? For what's our 1024? I only had 2 set up. Where's the other
It was
one?
414 or wait, no, 375.
Do you have a question for Hannah? Yeah.
I was late
Looks
on
like some
all
more annoying stuff.
3 of them, I believe, and I was on there because I had
No, it's you.
did my whatever.
I will stand.
But you've got them there. I mean, it's okay. I opened them all back up.
Okay.
So you just put them in there. They may say past due, but I just leave those original dates so I kind of know where I'm spacing them out. But I put the due date down to the last day of the semester.
Okay, thank you.
All right.
I'm gonna give you a video.
There's that logo. Style the active link or home logo. Hannah, I found the logo thing. Let's see.
So this video that I'm watching right now, he's going to learn step by step. It's just music. He's going to take you step by step on how to and CSS. I would give you this video. I tried doing that. I was like, you know what? I just need to actually.
I want to do that.
I cannot do it. I don't know why they're writing. So I need to see somebody that's this video. I give it to her. We're both watching this video. It's so stupid. Look at that.
Well, which one is that? And I'll put it out there for those that want to watch it. Chelsea, which one is that video? Yeah, is it a different one than what I was showing? Okay, well, you can email it to me, and then I'll post it in that resources where I put that other one that you found.
There's just music to it, but I think it's he goes through. It makes it so simple.
Is he doing it in Dreamweaver?
Yeah, it looks like Dreamweaver.
It's in Dreamweaver.
Not in Dreamweaver. It looks like an old
It's an
version.
HTML, but it's pretty simple. I mean, hopefully I'll get it work.
Okay.
What is happening?
Can browser up so I can just give it to you. And
Did
I'll
you-
walk over and give it to you. I'll take a picture. Hopefully it's clear because that's
You can-
small eye and big eye.
What you probably need to just copy the link and send it to me, because I probably
I got
can't
so much
type
stuff
it.
up right now.
Oh, okay. Might be harder to find though that way.
I can read it off to you if you like. If you want to open a web browser.
Let's see here.
So it's youtube.com/watch question mark V
V
equals D underscore G capital O KES capital D I capital I
the little I and
Yeah.
capital I.
yeah little I and big I. I thought it was L at first, but now it's a big I.
Okay.
4, and that should be it. And the nice thing is just music. So
Okay.
he goes to show you that it's this menu that he's going to help you create,
Okay.
which is a nice little drop down. So if you can skip forward, I think like a minute. And
Oh, that's the one I first clicked on, but then I was trying to do Dreamweaver. Okay, so let me do that. Okay, I'll put that out there.
yeah, because if you go, so he'll start to take you through it. It looks like Dreamweaver.
Yeah.
It looks like an older version.
Oh no, I think it's brackets. See there, yeah, there's the, yeah, the open there.
Well, that also has different
Yeah,
but
right.
it looks similar. And
Right. Yeah, we'll put that in there, and then I've got the other one that said.
because
So
For
did
me-
you finish it yet?
which one?
This one.
The hamburger?
Uh,
No, I'm just watching.
Just
it now.
watching it. Okay.
That's why I'm writing everything down. Because
Well,
if
we
I write
are.
it down,
Then
then I
you-
understand what
what you're doing.
tag is going
See, because
where for
we
what.
this one I got it. I've just not got these in the
Yeah, they
right
were saying
place.
that if you copied it from W3 Schools. The only
Uh-huh.
problem is W3 Schools tells me a paragraph and then shows me what it looks like. Tells me a paragraph, shows me what it looks like. I'm like, I'm more of a hands-on person. I have to see
Uh-huh.
somebody actually go through and take me through to each tag, what he's doing
What
with
he's
each
doing,
tag,
yeah.
or what she's doing with each tag, why it's going where. And that's why this one is a lot more helpful because I understand what
Let's
tags
see
are
where
being
this
used and
is.
why.
Okay. Yeah, I'll put that out there too.
Okay.
Thank you.
No problem. Right?
Yes.
You know, you can do control command Z and
How do you spawn a queue?
Oh, I have the first one. Do you want to just take a
Well,
picture?
but he didn't explain.
Well, do
He
you
would
have
just,
our,
he would just do it. And it was
Yes,
just-
I have already. That's the only, that's when we're working. All my other stuff, that's what we're doing. And then I went and I posted all the stuff.
He was supposed to do
I don't see, we tried to do W three stuff, like, but it doesn't make any sense. I don't understand any of the tags that they're using. Because that's when we looked at the video. So I went, and yeah, I went
something.
and used my own saved. No, no, fine. Yeah, I'll just. Oh, yeah. Same
But
here.
I have since I made a copy, I have the original.
I'm still working on paper. Me too. So right now, I'm just writing everything down because it makes more sense for me to follow his lead. And
Okay, I got the home one changed out. Let's see.
So we're gonna have to add a hamburger menu to our web project.
or is this
Yes.
just a side
So that's the kind of menu you want on our website.
Just on your mobile
Oh,
portion,
right.
just on the
So is
mobile
it
one.
on our web project?
On the mobile one, on the, you know, on the one size, the smallest size one anyway. Because see, realistically, if you look on your phone, when you pull up a website, it's going to have the hamburger menu. Oh my goodness. Tuesdays are long. You guys really have a long. We're not going to have classes this late next time. I'm rescheduling. Yeah. That's what this is, 9:30, or it ends at 9:30. But still, that's long. Yeah, it's really weird. They got mad because we don't do any evening classes, and they think that it would bring more students in. And this degree, they don't like those night classes. I don't know. Are you doing Nicole's? Is that Professor Thompson's, or is this Nicole Emmons? What you're taking it, not at 8:30, 8 o'clock, whatever. What class are you? Oh, that's Professor Thompson then.